Hey everybody, it has been, I think, 6 days since I saw you last, and it is time to make another video. This week was one of those kind of feeling under the weather, so dishes weren't getting done, the laundry wasn't getting done, so I'm finally almost 100% and able to kind of catch up a little bit. But I also need to apologize to everybody who was leaving comments and I wasn't answering them because I had no idea they were there. I found them on Sunday morning and tried to answer everybody and apologize because I've been doing this, I think, since October and had no idea that y'all were leaving comments. And so I'm really, really sorry. It was not on purpose. I just had no clue they were there. I was actually wondering, is anybody even commenting? Are people watching? So I apologize, and I will do so much better at that. I'm going to try to start looking at them every evening and making sure that I get back to you guys. I really, really appreciate you spending your time with me and letting me show you around the house, and I can't wait for spring. I've got all of my seed catalogs ordered, and so they should be coming in so we can start ordering seeds and planting the garden, and I'm just super excited about that. I think I'm more excited about the warm weather, but you know how that goes. So I am almost out of dishwashing detergent, and I make my own just like I make my own laundry detergent. So that's what I'm going to do today. This is not a cooking video, but it's a recipe. It's a simple recipe, and I have been making these, I guess I first started last summer, and I made a big batch of them. And what I did, let me show you what I did make them in. I had bought these rounded silicone, and I don't know if you can see just how deep they are, but they're pretty good size, and they were way too big. So I was taking this size and cutting them into fourths. So let me get one. I'll show you. I still have some left. Here is what they look like. And I was cutting them, or I have been cutting them into fourths. And these are plenty big. This is actually about the size of those that you get that are the hard kind like this, not the jelly gooey ones, the gels. I guess they're gels. But so I was saving way more money doing it like this, making my own. But then when I figured out, hey, I can cut them into fourths and I get 4 times as many. So that's what I decided to do. It got to be a mess though, because these, whenever you cut them, they kind of chip, some of the stuff chips off. The powdery stuff will come off of them. So whenever I'm cutting them, I make a big old mess. But I ordered some new ones that are more of the size that I want. So they're just candy molds, and if you want, just message me on there, do a comment and let me know if you want to know where I got these. They're Amazon if you can't find them. But there are, let me count them real quick. There are 40 on each one of these. It came with 2. So that's what I'm going to use this time. So it's 3 ingredients. That's it. Just 3 ingredients. Super easy. Everything I do, I have to say it's super easy because it is. I like easy. I don't like things that are difficult. But the first thing that I've done, I've got some of this Laundry Booster super washing soda. So that's what you want to look for, is the super washing soda. It's not just for your laundry. It's a household cleaner as well. I guess I should show you that. See? Household cleaner. Pure and natural. That's what I like. The second thing we're going to use is citric acid. And this citric acid is in there because if you don't use it, you'll start getting streaks on your dishes. We have to because we have hard water. We have a water softener, but it still gets through and makes a mess all over my pretty glass. So I always used this booster here. This is citric acid. The ingredients on the back, citric acid and fragrance. I don't need that fragrance. I just want the citric acid. So then you're going to need a little bit of dishwashing detergent. Whatever kind you want. It does not have to be that brand, just whatever you want. So I've got me a large mixing bowl here. I have already put 3 cups of the super washing soda in this bowl. 3 cups. I am going to add 1.5 cups of the citric acid. And this citric acid, I just got on Amazon. I went and looked earlier. I have it on subscribe and save. So it comes to me not very often. I mean, like, I think I have it on the every 5 months deal because I don't need that much. So there's 1 cup of that and 1/2 cup. And it does not use the whole bag. I bet I still have at least 1/2 cup, if not more, left in there. And I had probably 1/4 cup left the last time. May have been 1/2 cup. I don't know. Anyway, so I've put that in this bowl. I'm going to get y'all moved down here so you can see what's going on. Just a second. Now I'm going to go through this really good and whisk it to make sure I get all of the lumps out of here. I don't want it to be all lumpy. And I need it mixed up really good. So you just do it until it looks really smooth and you don't see any more of the lumps. That looks good. Something dark in there. Let me get that out. Okay. You see that's nice and smooth? Got rid of those big chunks that were in there. Okay. Now, the dishwashing detergent, like I said, you can use any kind that you want. We are going to do 3 tablespoons. And don't worry about this, putting it in your dishwasher. I've never had one bit of issue with it. And it's all it's for. You're not like putting a ton of it in there. Like I said, this is going to make a whole lot of them. So whenever this is all spread out amongst them, it doesn't amount to anything. This is used as your binder. Now, as soon as I put this in here, it's going to start creating a foam. And that's when I need to go ahead and start whisking it really good because I want to get it mixed up. You can't walk off and leave it. Once I get this poured in here, it's not something you can just walk off and come back later. Once I get this in here, I've got to mix it up and get it into my molds. So let's get started. You can use any flavor that you want. I call it a flavor. I guess that's what it is. Can y'all see it foaming up in there? You just got to keep doing this until you get all the powder all mixed up with that detergent. Okay, I think that's as far as I can go with the whisk because it starts getting so thick. I just want to make sure that it's all mixed up in there. And it looks like it is. It looks good. It is very soft. It's a really neat consistency. Okay, guess what I'm going to use to fill these with? My handy dandy 1 tablespoon cookie scoop. Pull my sleeves up. Look at that. Got it all over my clothes too. And it's okay to touch this stuff. It's not going to hurt you. It's the first time I've used this one. Like I said, I was wondering if this cookie scoop was going to be working out okay. I think it's doing just fine. In a minute, we're going to push it all down in there really good to make it really compact. Okay, so we have 40 in each one of these, and it was actually perfect. So we got 80 of our dishwashing pods out of that. And those will last me. I don't know about you, but they will last me for a long time. Like I said, you're saving the money on the pods. And then if you're using a booster, a citric acid booster, you don't have to use that anymore. This does everything for you. So let me see. I will go through and do a cost comparison and see exactly how much money that I spent to make these. I'm not going to count. Well, I'll tell you how much these were, but they're reusable. So I will reuse these for next time forever because they're silicone. They will last forever. But I will let you know that. But we're going to let these sit for 24 hours so they can harden up. And then I will dump them out on a cookie sheet and we'll let them sit there and dry out even more for another 24 hours before we put them up. But I will come back and show you that process. All right, it's been 24 hours and we are going to dump these out. I put out some wax paper here so that I can put these out. And dump them out. So I just do that and then just kind of pop them out of here. Like this. They're not just going to fall out. I wish that they would, but they come out really easy. This silicone, like this. See how they look? They're just like those little things that you buy at the store. This is going to be so much better than me having to cut those other ones. They were just way too big. These are the perfect size. And they're hard. I don't know if you can hear that, but one more. They are still, even after 24 hours, they're still a little gummy on the sides because of being in that silicone. So that's why I need to let them sit out like this. And I don't want them touching because they will stick to each other until they are completely dry all the way over. So I will just do that so that the bottoms and the sides are able to get dry. And I'm going to dump this other one over and do the same thing. And all of this extra that's falling off up here, I'm just going to scoop that up and put it in the bottom of my dishwasher so I'm not going to waste anything. I will come back tomorrow and show you what we've got. I do want to add something. These silicone things that I have here, I use them only for these type of things, not for food after I've used them like this, because the silicone will start absorbing all of that smell. So I throw them in my dishwasher to wash them. But the other neat thing that I do with them, whenever I have a candle that's getting really low, I stick it, and the wick won't stay lit anymore because the wax is so low. I will get that candle and put it in a pot of water until the wax is melted, and then I pour the wax in these, and then I use these in my Scentsy, or I guess I should say my wax warmer fresheners. What are they called, y'all? You know what I'm talking about, though. Here we go. Look at these little jewels. Aren't they cool? And they're nice and dry now. This is what I've been keeping them in, but I have ordered me another one that it's actually, I don't know, it's hard to explain it. It's more square, and then it has like a slanted place on the front of it so that it's easy to get them out, because I wanted to keep them in something that is airtight. So I'm excited to get that in. It should be here in a couple of days. But these are perfect. And like I said, I will get all this extra, and it's not going to waste. But this is the neatest thing. And I will put the cost effectiveness for it down in the comments. And probably whenever I edit this, I'll put it over the front as well. But y'all go make you some dishwashing detergent. Bye.